All right, so last thing we got to load is the task set itself, which is actually going to be 3 loads. As you can see, there's task set, there's task set milestone, and there's task set next task. Right, so it's actually 3.
Oh.
Again, we're going to fill this out once, then we're going to touch it again.
So what did it go into the playlist?
This will be in the playlist. The whole entire thing will be in the playlist.
Okay.
Yeah. Nope, that gets auto-filled.
Oh, okay.
Just the task set description.
Workflow type? No.
Nope.
Yes.
None of that. Actually, workflow type, yes, we're in. Good call. Then we probably want to choose CRM. That's it. So call this one exactly the title task set.
That's the description, right? What you just were looking at right there?
Which one?
Just a second ago. It was on screen just a second ago. We had all the screen or something.
Do you mean that workflow one?
I don't know, like.
Oh, here.
It's the one that I highlighted?
Yeah.
Maybe this one?
This right here?
Yeah.
That's not the description, that is the
No, I meant the
title.
whole thing.
Oh, so this right here is your description
Okay.
on that side. I realize it's a touch screen, so I can actually touch the computer if I want to record and show something. So this right here, this description slide, will actually show what these items are on the
Okay,
list.
that's why you, okay. So you're creating another DMT right now?
Yeah, these are all DMTs. Lots of bloody DMTs. Okay. So,
What was our first task set ID? I think we call it quote. Right, but go into Epicor. Let's just go into Epicor and let's look at it so that you can see where it is. Right, so go to task set maintenance. I think we actually still have it open. No, under Epicor.
oh, there we are. Okay. All right.
So go to the task
Task
set
set.
main tab, the first tab called task set. Your set ID is quote in all caps.
I'm kind of curious if can you. Sorry.
I think you called it main quote task set, regardless.
I'm wondering, can you, with the scripture, do you have to use the exact same description that we used in the, when you?
No, you can go whatever description you want here. So, question for you,
Okay.
or I guess observation. So what you put in the task set description, and I'll just do this here and get there. That's the description we're talking about.
Oh,
Right,
okay.
just to clarify what we're looking at, right? So this is the description we care about. What you entered there was probably your first milestone
Okay. So
description, right?
task, oh, okay, so the task
So-
set is. to-
So we're loading, what is our task set called? And
Right.
then we load the task set milestones, which is where that customer info enter comes in.
Holy jeez.
Right, so there are multiple levels.
Oh, God.
So I just wanted to let you know.
Alright, task
Where
set,
we're
main
going.
quote tab.
There's multiple levels on the quote itself, right?
Okay, that,
No, on the task itself.
oh,
Looks like
okay,
a task.
that's, alright, I get it.
So I was kind of confused as to why you're entering that, but it makes sense as to why you would think that. Because there are like these different,
Yeah, okay,
Quote
so,
tasks.
so the
Right.
task set encompasses all of the.
tasks that are going to happen, right? So what are we going to call this task set? This is our main quote task set, right? So every time we do a quote, you pick the main quote task set. A lot of customers will, if you want, you can create one called quick quote, which I have seen as well, that contains one task. It's not mandatory, right? So the task that gets included, you should create a quote.
At least this is only has to be done once, so.
This has to be done once. You don't have to worry about it anymore. But
Alright, that's good, alright.
Alright,
That just
so-
seems a little,
The-
it seems a little redundant.
The workflow type is CRM.
Right, exactly.
And that's it. That's your only task set right now, so just save that. Alright, so let's create the next portion of this, which is the task set milestone. Yeah. So this is where we're going to enter those milestones. So we'll type of builder here.
Okay, task ID,
Yep.
task description.
So you won't need the task description because the task ID is going to load it for you.
Okay.
At least you shouldn't. Milestone. Yep.
That's win, or not, win.
Check off both win allowed and lose allowed. Yep. And check off the mandatory and the days to complete. And then roll code as well. Alright, so let's, before you just hit create template, let's go back to our task set page and make sure we haven't missed anything. Let's go to the milestones tab. Alright, so you got the sequence, you got the code, or the task, the roll code, the current stage, the days to complete. So current stage we missed. We also have first milestone. Let's see if we have first milestone. Can we minimize that? See if one goes called first milestone.
This is task and milestone, this
So check off current stage.
next milestone.
Is there one called first milestone?
I don't.
There it is, first milestone.
Oh, there.
Yeah, there we go. And that's it. So this is task set
Task.
milestone.
So we do this. So we do each.
Right, so this is the task set ID. So, go to help. Feel that? What's the sequence? Can we click on sequence, then we're technical details. Feel that again. Well, it's just right there. They went to the side. Go technical details. We'll bring that up so we can see the EV field. Task set sequence. Okay, so I wanted to see what that was. Do we have that in our list? So, maybe a task set sequence. Okay, so task set ID will then be the ID of the task set, right? So that's our other. You open this up. Nope, back to Excel. Task set. Right, so our task set ID, right? So what task are we putting this to?
Right.
It's quote, right? So let's go back and fill a task set ID with quote. Right, so what task is this? Part of the quote task set, right? What's the sequence for this task? Task sequence probably 10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
Right, yeah, what was
I think it is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how they do it. So the first one will be 10.
okay, so I go 10, 30.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
Okay.
Yeah. So we do 4. And then we just fill series. Except that it didn't fill series properly. And the reason for that is because it thinks you want to go up by 1. If you make the next one 20 and then fill down, it would have worked.
I see.
Because it's like 10 and 20 and then fill series.
Oh.
But
Oh, I
if you select them both, so hit undo, Control Z.
Oh.
Right. So if you select, before you select the little corner, highlight both 10 and 20, but not with the control select, with the shift select.
I see.
Right, so it's one big selection,
I see.
like that. And now if you drag down,
Okay. Oh, I see.
now it'll fill series properly.
Okay.
There we go. And quote can be dragged down as well. Alright. So task ID. So this is the ID of the task that we need to complete. So if we're going in the way that you created your task sets before, we would start with T002, then T003, then T004, then T001.
Right.
Right? Because those are your 4 tasks in the correct order.
Right. Exactly.
Right, so, and again, to check that, just this is a recording, you can go back to your task DMT template
Yeah.
and see the optional, the tasks you have available, and then you just order them in here. I don't know if we actually need that. Would you read that? Let's go to data management again. Can we go back to the template builder and data management tool? No, you're in there.
Didn't we have one milestone?
Go to template builder. Yeah, select it. Can you find a milestone? Boolean, okay, so minimize that, that's what I was looking for. Right, so what we saw there actually, before we do that, let's just do this, I'm gonna open it back up. So it's on the recording. What you see in the milestone here, a task that is marked as a milestone must be completed before the next milestone, right? So, this is a Boolean field, which means this is true or false, right? Is this task a milestone? Because a milestone might have multiple tasks,
Right.
right? We're not gonna build something like that right now. But you could say, for the quote review to be complete, if you wanted to have 4 separate tasks, for example, one of those might be determine feasibility, right? That would be one of the tasks under the quote review milestone, right? But then, again, if the same person's doing all 4 tasks at the same time, might as well just have quote review as your milestone. Have it as your task.
So.
Right, so these are all gonna be true, these are all milestones.
Would we even need to put that in yet?
Yeah. Current stage, right? So we're going to start, again, this would probably be a good one to go back to our template to see, right? Because the current stage, we're not actually sure, like, what do we put there as the lead, as an opportunity, what do we put?
Right.
So we go back to the template builder. If you scroll down, where's current stage? Right there. String of 4 characters. This isn't telling us what I was hoping. If you scroll back, what I was hoping was this valid values column would be filled, but it's not. So if we open up Epicor, we'll go to task set maintenance, and then click on the current stage right here where it says quote. Just click on it, and then field help.
Good job.
Go to the technical or field double help.
Yeah, Kentucky.
So this is one of those situations where it doesn't tell you what the valid values are.
Okay, I see. All right, that's perfect.
Right, so we gotta find
Thanks.
those valid values.
Okay, I'm just gonna fill the other ones in. When allowed.
Right, so let me see if I can find.
Mandatory. True.
Well, is it mandatory?
First milestone. Could they be all considered first milestones? Or is
Nope, just one.
Just the one. So
One
it
is
would
true,
be-
the rest are false.
Right. So 2 would be true.
Okay, so-
I'm just gonna, I gotta.
Yeah, just go ahead and save. Yeah. Can you open up the core one more time for me? Go back to that field help.